Hi everyone, our journal page today, and I'm using a phone that I'm not used to. My phone just decided to die on me, so let's hope for the best. So I'm starting this page with just 2 pages out of a dictionary, just for instant coverage, let's say that. And I'm using just plain white glue. I'm going to put some here. Okay, one down. Just a start, quick start for a page. Next one. And I've got all kinds of bits and pieces, again from this dictionary that I'm using always to just wipe excess paint or clean my stamps or whatever. Just all kinds of leftovers, and these are again just pages out of this dictionary that each time I just smear the leftover paint inside. So I'm just going to start playing around with this and not overthinking it, just gluing down some pieces. I'm going also over the top just to, I don't know, so everything will stay in place and be with the same coat. Most of it is gonna get covered, so that's why no overthinking it, just putting some pieces down to get some texture and stains of paint. I think I'll put it here. Okay, this one is a little bit out of the edges. Maybe I'll trim it later. Right now, really don't care. Just, as I said, putting down something, and we'll see. I'm really trying to use all my stashes and get rid of all the little pieces that I've kept. It seems like I can't throw anything out, so now I'm trying to use it all. Okay, a bit of a mess, but that's a great start always for a page. So I'm going to let this dry completely and then we'll continue. I'll be back. Okay, so I've got this, and I've put down here some watered down gesso that I want to go and put all around just to blur edges. And I'm also taking some water-soluble oil pastels. I'm thinking maybe I can put them in all kinds of places in the background and see if they will react with the gesso. I'm not sure, haven't tried it yet. And of course it doesn't have to be this. If you want more color, then just take acrylics. It doesn't. I just thought about it and I said, well, let's give it a try. So I want to see if I put some in several places, if it will react, and if it will, great. If it won't, also great. Whatever will be, will be. I'm just playing and we'll see what happens. So I'm taking a little bit of the gesso and I'm starting in between the pieces, and yeah, it does react with the water soluble oil pastels, so that's great. It's giving me more variation in the color, so it won't be completely white, which is great. But I think that my gesso is just a little bit too runny, and maybe I need to add a little bit more. Now it doesn't get out. It's clogged. Okay, let's find something to unclog it. Okay, something. Okay, here it is. Here we go. So a little bit of gesso here, and in several places I will want it to be more thick than runny, so that's what I'm going for. Just going over most of the edges to blur it and blend it more, and I don't know, I'm playing around, as I said. And if I don't like a part of something, I can always cover it and just continue. You can probably hear my boys in the background. Let's hope it will keep at reasonable level. Okay, so I'm just continuing with this. I really like how it reacts with the water-soluble oil pastels. It's really nice. I didn't know how well it will work, and I'm thinking that just a little bit more in several places, like here. I really like it. So no, not this one, this one. I've used this, and maybe a little bit here, and I'm just using the corresponding colors to the colors I've put in the little bit of pieces in the background. Okay, so just going to continue doing the same thing. I only need a little bit more of the thicker gesso. Okay. Mostly towards the edges I prefer to put the thicker gesso so it will blend better. Okay, let's see, did I forget any place or something? I don't think so. Really like what's going on here. Okay, so leaving it be, maybe just a little bit more here. Yeah, I've got some edges here that I want to blend, and a little bit of white would be nice. Yeah. Okay, leaving it be, that's it. And I'm letting it dry. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm taking this stencil and I want to stencil this lost my words again. So I'm going to do the stencil through here, and I've got some dark green, some dark blue, and still I've got a little bit of gesso. I think I'll just alternate between and see how it goes. So I'm taking a makeup sponge and taking a little bit of the green and dabbing the excess, and I'm starting to stencil. I'm taking now a little bit of the blue and I'm letting them mix. I don't want a solid color when I'm stenciling. I think it looks more organic when it's not a solid color. Just continuing, and towards the top I think I'll just grab a little bit of the gesso and again have variation in the color, and it would be lighter towards the top. So I'm just going to keep on doing this, and in several places I can already see that I will need another coat. It's not as strong as I want to. Sometimes when you've got a lighter background and your acrylics are not opaque enough, you need another coat. So as you can see, I'm just alternating between the colors. Each time I'm taking a little bit from one of the colors. Okay, so I've done this. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I was going for. So I'm just going to continue here and I'll be back. Okay, so finished stenciling. I still have got the green left and some blue, and I'm going to use the same sponge and the same colors just to go around my page and give it a little bit of a frame by darkening the edges. And I'm going quite freely. I'm not looking for anything precise. Just like so, very quickly. Haven't gotten rid of this excess, so just I'll do it now. And continuing. Okay, now I like it. It's a little bit more tucked in. I don't know how to call it. Okay, like it. Now I really feel my stencil here needs a little bit of a more definition, so I'm going to use this permanent marker, and this one is just from the cheap store, a CD DVD marker, and it got two sizes. I'm going to use the smaller one and just go quite freely around the shapes I've got here. I'm on purpose doing it quite loosely. The whole page is made out of scraps, and I'm not looking for a precise look. I want this to be very loose. So this is going to take some time to go over. So once again, I'll be back when I'm finished. Like so. Don't know how much of it you can see, but it's here, and it does give a little bit more definition to what I've done. I'll be back. So now I just want to add some words here, and I've got this stamp, Only Small Things with Great Love. It's from this set by Stamperia, and I've taken another page out of the dictionary where I added just smear excess paint. I want to stamp on this. I didn't want on a blank white page or something like that. I wanted again something that is varied, and I'm going to put some, I'm taking Tuxedo Black by Memento, and I'm going to stamp this, and let's hope it will stamp nicely. I want to stamp it on this. I'm putting it here just so I will have some give, and let's see. I think I'll just stamp it here. I'm holding it in place, and I'm hoping for a nice print. Good enough. I'll fix some areas here. Now I want to trim this, so I'm just going to do it. No, it's with this ruler. I'm not looking for a crisp edge, so that's why I'm using a ruler. Okay, and maybe just use the left over from the paint, and I'll go around it like so. I'm being careful. It's thin book page. I don't want to tear it. At the bottom I have a straight crisp edge from the book, but it doesn't bother me. Okay, so I'm thinking I I don't know. I think I need to trim it here. Just, I don't know, it looks too much for the page. Of course now, I'm not sure how to go about it. Let's see. Easy. Not trying to ring it. Okay. Once again. Let's hope now it will fit nicely into my page. Yeah, I can live with it. I think I'll put it here. So now I'm just going to put some glue stick in the back and call it done. I really like what's going on here, especially in the background. I think, yeah. And now just using the same marker just to go and where it didn't print so well. Okay, almost done. Sometimes it needs a little help. A little bit more. Okay, I think it's okay now. I can leave it. Yeah, that's it. So that's my page for today. I hope you liked it. I hope you will use your scraps and have fun with it. So thank you for watching and thank you for leaving me comments down below. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.